don't normally do stories, but let me give you an example of how your lack of confidence makes you come off inauthentic, which actually helps to ensure you don't get the girl. Check this out. Let's get it. I have a friend, for story's sake, let's call her Kim, who was sharing this situation with me she had with this guy. Kim meets this guy who asks her out. She thinks, okay, he's a nice guy, so why not have a good conversation and enjoy each other's company? She's reminded she has to go out of the country unexpectedly for a few days on a pleasure trip with some friends. This guy hits her up as she's packing, and 3 days before a trip, and he says, hey, let's go out for drinks. Kim considers it, but then she realizes he doesn't drink alcohol, and neither does she. Kim asks our hero of this story, so are you asking me out on a date? He says, no, I'm not asking you out on a date. I'm just asking you out for drinks. Kim thinks about it for a bit and she lets him know, I think I'll take a rain check. Fast forward, she goes out of the country and lo and behold, Kim forgets all about our hero. She doesn't call him, text him, send him a note by carrier pigeon, nothing. When Kim gets back, he reaches out. Guess what? He's pissed because he hasn't heard from her. She feels bad. So eventually she calls. When she talks to him again, he's cordial and they go out again. They have a good time, but again, he tries to act like he's really not asking her out for the sake of not looking too forward. Kim loses interest for the second time. And literally, as I'm getting ready to shoot this video, she calls me and tells me that she gently let him down. Even when she called and let him down, his response was, it wasn't like that anyway. Scenarios like this play out every single day. I've talked to many guys who try to be so nice that it shot them in the foot. Stop trying to be nice. That dude, our hero, was nice to the point of being inauthentic. He was scared to say, let's go out. He didn't want to appear too forward for fear of her losing interest, being offended, or turned off. If you think like this and you're nodding your head as I'm saying this, you're in the same boat, stranded in the water with no paddle. You have no sense of direction, no confidence, no mission, no vision, none of the masculine traits that attract women. Okay, let me take a time out to remove one thing that a lot of men are concerned with right now: offending women and or cancel culture. This is an excuse that many of us make because we're afraid of being misinterpreted. There's a lot of space between offending someone and just speaking to them. Learn body language and listen for context clues. While it's true that women often want to let a man down gently because they don't know how he'll respond, it's also true that women aren't so easily offended that you can't speak to them or smile at them and offend them. You can be masculine and not be concerned with being offensive or being canceled. Just be respectful. Let her yes be yes and her no be no. If she's interested, pursue. If she's not, bruh, keep it moving. If you're not sure, ask her directly and honor her answer. Period. So back to our hero of inauthenticity. He asked my friend out for a drink, but he doesn't drink. She's not stupid. She knows he wants to hang out, but she's also not going to allow him to be anything less than authentic when he's asking her out. And guess what? She shouldn't. Speak to women with confidence and tell them what you want. Now he thought he was being nice and not too forward by not asking her out on a date. Bruh, guess what, fam? Women want to go out on dates. Women want to be courted. To some extent, women want you to be forward because women want to know what your intentions are. Your ability to show what you want often will have a woman looking at you in a different light than she might have initially. In this case, I don't know how much chemistry they had from the start, but I know my friend would have given our hero a chance if he would have just been straight up with her from the beginning. I abbreviated the story, but even with the abbreviated version, there are so many signs that our hero was walking toward crashing and burning from the beginning. First of all, she thinks he's a nice guy. A woman can call you a nice guy, but if that's the first thing she thinks about you, it's probably a death sentence to your potential relationship. She can say almost anything but nice, and you still have a shot. She might not even like you at first, bruh, but it's a thin line between love and hate, and you have a better shot of crossing that line than you do from crossing nice to sexy or nice to hot. My friend, those train stations do not connect. When she asks, "Are you asking me out on a date?" any answer but no will suffice. You might say, "Girl, I'm trying to spend time with you before you leave. Call it whatever you want to." You might say, "I'm definitely asking you out. What time am I picking you up?" Assuming the close, when done respectfully, is a charismatic trait. There are 1,000 answers to this question, but no is not one of them. Let her know that you want to be with her. When you want to spend time with a woman, let her know you want to spend time with her. You make her feel valued, and she feels like you're putting her first. Okay, I may need your help with this one because I don't understand. Our hero is pissed because he doesn't get correspondence from said fair maiden when she left the country. I would ask, did his phone stop working when someone went overseas? Like, if you want to talk to someone, you can call or text or WhatsApp or whatever. You don't have to wait on them. Send her a text. Send her a funny meme or text her, "Good morning, dear." Actually, that last one, don't do that. Every dude these days sends a good morning text. Have some creativity. Find out where she's going and have a bottle of wine waiting in her room. Our heroine doesn't really drink, so maybe send her some chocolates. I was just testing y'all. Send her a pic of you watching her favorite movie or eating at her favorite restaurant. Do something that makes her think about you and connect with you. This will make her want to talk to you even when she's 2,000 miles away. It's also worth pointing out that acting disinterested as a ploy to get a woman is often going to have the opposite effect of you not getting the woman. Just be authentic. If you want to go out, say, "Hey, I want to take you out." If you want to see her before she's leaving, "Hey, I want to see you before you leave." Don't make the only time that you're authentic when you're in your feelings because you didn't do a good job of creating a connection. When you're being overly nice and then complaining because she's not talking to you, you don't come off like you're emotionally mature. She senses you're trying to be manipulative. Because 15 minutes ago, you were nice and sweet with rainbows and lollipops. And now, bro, you're pouting. You're a grown man. Say what you want and act like you mean it. The moral of this story is to be your authentic self. Good, bad, or indifferent. Just be you. Someone is going to like you. Someone is going to love you. There will be someone out there just as goofy, godly, or germophobic as you are, and you'll fit together like a hand in glove. There's someone for everyone, and there's someone for you. You'll never find them if you aren't who God made you to be, in the open for everyone to see. Bruh, just do you. The most authentic version of you that you can be, and I promise you, if you walk in who you're designed to be, unlike our hero, confidence will be your fragrance and charisma will be your superpower.